So dear students, this is a very good question, and in fact a very common one on top of that. So let us observe carefully that how such a pattern of questions are to be solved. That the key is that the two trigonometric ratios chosen here, like tan A and cot A, they are reciprocals of each other. So whenever you get an opportunity to multiply tan A with cot A, you should avail that. So you should create some kind of situation in which you get to multiply these numbers. That's why these numbers have been chosen and given before you. So let us see. So let's move on to a fresh slide, or let's use this space as well. So it is given to us, it is known to us that, so it is already known, tan A plus cot A is equal to 4. So now what do? We square both sides of this equation. So if you square, what do you get then? Tan square A plus cot square A plus 2 tan A cot A, because we have squared like A plus B ka whole square. So 2 tan A cot A, that comes out to be equal to 4 square, which is equal to 16. Now you have succeeded in creating such a situation in which you get to multiply tan A with cot A so that they both get cancelled each other. So here, so from here you can conclude that tan square A plus cot square A is equal to 16 minus 2, which comes out to be 14. Now squaring once again. Why do we square once again? Because you see we have to reach 10 to the power 4. So there is a clear hint that you have to square twice. Once tan A helps you to reach 10 square A, and then once again if you square it, you will reach the power 4th power. So there is ample hint there. So we square it again. So now we are squaring this term again. Tan square A plus cot square A whole square is actually equal to 14 square, comes out to be 196. So now let us see. So 10 to the power 4A plus cot to the power 4A plus 2 tan square A into cot square A. Now you see tan square A and cot square A are also reciprocals of each other. So you have achieved the purpose of cancellation. So the purpose was to create such a situation in which we get to multiply tan and cot with each other so that they cancel each other out. So this seems to be happening here. So you can say that 10 to the power 4A plus cot to the power 4A is equal to 196 minus 2, comes out to be 194. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so now let's move to the next one. ABC is a triangle right angled at B. So let me draw one. So let's first draw a right angle triangle. So it is being told to us that this triangle is right angled at B. So this means this angle is 90 degree. So this is A, this is C. What else is told to us? AB is to BC is equal to 3:4. So we can assume 3 and 4 unit. I am not saying this is actual 3 and 4, but these are simple indicative values. Because this entire thing is in terms of ratio. We are not bothered about the real values. We are bothered about the ratios. So we can safely assume this to be 3, this to be 4. And applying Pythagoras theorem, you can easily understand that this will come out to be equal to 5. Okay. So now we have assumed the values of all the three sides. So we have to find the value of sine A, sine A. So this angle, sine A. So sine A plus sine B. So sine B, B is 90 degrees, so sine 90 degree plus sine C. So let us see. So sine theta is equal to how much? Sine theta. So sine theta is the ratio of what? Perpendicular and hypotenuse. So sine A can be written as 4 by 5. Sine 90 degrees how much? It is equal to 1. Similarly, sine C can be written as 3 upon 5. So if you add this up, so let's see what this comes out to be. 4 plus 5 plus 3. So this comes out to be 12 upon 5. So 12 upon 5 is the answer. So now let's move further. This is a very, very good question. But there is a big giveaway. So what is the giveaway? The use of complementary angles. So 67, 23, they are complementary. 57 and 33, they are also complementary as well. So you'll have to make use of that. So cosec square can be written as 1 plus, what can we write? Cot square 67. Similarly, you have to break this term, sec square 57. So sec square 57 can be written as 1 plus tan square 57. Now minus cot square 33. So this 33 and 67 are complementary. So how to make best use of this? So let us see how can we make best use of this. So 63 and 23 are complementary, and 57 and 33 are complementary. So now minus cot 33, we know that 33 and 57 are complementary, so you can write this as minus of cot square of its complementary angle. So 90 minus 57. Similarly, 23 is complementary of 67, so I can write this as minus of tan square of 90 minus 67. So now you see this can be written as 1 plus cot square 67 degrees plus 1 plus tan square 57 degrees minus, so you see if you take cot of complementary angle, it will become what? 10. So minus tan square 57 degrees. Similarly, here is the use of complementary angle. So complementary of 10 becomes what? Cot. So minus cot square 67 degrees. So you see these terms cancel each other out. So all you are left with is 1 plus 1, which comes out to be equal to 2. So 2 is the answer. So let's move further. Again, a very good question. You see, cos x and sec x are reciprocals of each other. So I told you in one of the earlier examples that if ever you get a situation like this, where a plus 1 by a is being told to you as 2, you can safely assume that a is equal to 1, therefore 1 by a is equal to 1. So this is the key to such kind of questions. So you know that cos x and sec x are actually reciprocals of each other. Okay, so this is exactly the format, because cos x is equal to 1 by sec x. So just same kind of situation is being created here, that a plus 1 by a is equal to 2. So you can safely say that a is equal to 1, which means that cos x is equal to 1. So cos x has the value of 1 for which standard angle? You can take any of these standard angles. So cos 90 degree is equal to 1. So if cos 90 degree comes out to be equal to 1, so sec 90 degree is also equal to 1. So now you have to find the value of cos x to the power n plus sec x to the power n. So you know that x is 90 degree. So this can be written as cos 90 degree to the power n plus sec 90 degree to the power n. So cos 90 is 1, so 1 to the power n plus 1 to the power n. So this will always be equal to 2. It will not even depend on the values of n. So it will be always equal to 2. So now let's move forward. Again, you see the use of complementary angles. So the complementary angles should make you alert that what is to be done. So which angles are complementary? So 25 and 65 are complementary, because if you add 25 and 65, it comes to be 90. Similarly, 35 and 55 are also complementary to each other. So we'll have to make use of that. So this entire expression can actually be rewritten as sine 25 degrees. So do not disturb this. Sine 35 degrees. Do not disturb even this. Now you see 65 is complementary of 25. So something has to be done about this. So sec 65 can be written as 1 by cos 65. Similarly, sec 55 degree can be written as 1 upon cos 55. So I'm avoiding this use of degree, otherwise it will make it look like 0. So now what? So cos 65 can be written as sine 35 complement sine 25. So this becomes sine 25 into sine 35. See what we have to do now. 1 upon cos 65. So cos 65 you have to convert, because cos 65 is same as sine 35, sine 25, and this cos 55 is same as sine 35. So you can observe that all these terms would cancel each other out and you will be left with 1. So 1 is the final answer. So let's move further. In a right angled triangle ABC, right angled at B. So better draw one before proceeding further. So there is a right angled triangle which is right angled at B. So this is 90 degree. Cos A is equal to 4 by 5. So I assume this to be A. So cos A. So let this be C. So cos A means what? Base upon hypotenuse. So this can be written as AB upon AC. So AB upon AC is already given to us as 4 by 5. So we can assume this to be 4, this to be 5. So if you apply Pythagoras theorem, this will come out to be 3, because 5 square minus 4 square whole under root. So now what are they asking you to find? You have to find what is the value of sine C. So we have to find value of sine C. So sine C is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular for angle C comes out to be AB by hypotenuse AC. So AB is what? 4. AC is what? 5. Okay. So the answer would be 4 by 5. Or you could have also used the concept of complementary angles, because of cos of this angle will equal to be sine of this angle, because they are complementary. So you could have also used that shortcut as well, because you see these two angles are complementary. So cos of this angle will be sine of its complementary angle. So cos A was already given to us as 4 by 5, and we were being asked to find sine of C. Hence the answer came out to be same. Now look at this one. If alpha and beta are complementary angles, then what is this equal to? So alpha and beta are complementary. So let's transform this. So leave cos alpha as it is. Now cosec beta, alpha and beta are complementary means what? Alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degrees. Hence beta is equal to 90 minus alpha. So cos alpha into cosec of 90 minus alpha minus cos alpha of sine of 90 minus alpha. Now is the time to take complementary ratios, because you have involved complementary angles. You are using 90 minus alpha. So this can be rewritten as cos alpha. So what is complementary of cosec? Complementary of cosec is sec. So this becomes sec alpha minus cos alpha into sine of 90 minus alpha. So what is complementary angle of sine? It is cos. So this is what? Cos alpha. Okay. So this comes out to be cos alpha. Cos alpha and sec alpha are what? They are reciprocals of each other, so they will cancel each other out. So this becomes 1 minus cos square alpha. So 1 minus cos square alpha is equal to sine square alpha. If you take its root, it will come out to be sine alpha. So this is the answer. So now let's move further. So if sine theta plus 2 cos theta is equal to 1, where theta is given to us in the range of 0 and 90 degree, then we have to find what is 2 sin theta minus cos theta equal to. So let us see how to solve this. So dear students, the question is sin theta plus 2 cos theta is equal to 1. And we already know that the value of theta is between 0 and 90 degree, and based on that we are asked to find that what will be the value of this expression. Now look at the options. All the 4 options are distinct and they are fixed. That means they are real numbers and they are distinct. So what to do in such a case? As I already showed you in previous examples, you just take a substitute value. You choose such a theta which satisfies the given condition. So the condition given is theta is such an angle. So theta is such an angle that sin theta plus 2 cos theta is equal to 1. If you are able to guess such an theta, the job is done. So let's assume theta to be equal to 90 degrees. So sin 90. So what is the value of sin 90 degree? It is actually equal to 1. So you can see that if you choose theta to be equal to 90 degree, it seems to satisfy the first condition. So that means just by substituting theta, you can actually find out that which of the given options is correct. Because you see, if I choose theta to be 90 degree, the first condition is fulfilled. So I continue to substitute this in the second expression. So now theta already chosen as 90 degree. So 2 into twice into sin 90 degrees minus cos 90 degree. What will this be equal to? So 2 into 1 minus 0. This has to be equal to 2. So this option has to be correct. All the other options are wrong. Okay. So this is the power of substitution. You don't have to, go for all the formulas and all the stuff. If you can substitute, that is the easiest and most beautiful way to solve such questions. Now let's move further. Sin theta cos theta is equal to half. Then what is the value of this expression? Sin theta cos theta is equal to half. If only you can learn the power of substitution. 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 is equal to half, isn't it? So sin theta, so this is actually sin 45 degrees into cos 45 degrees. So it is being told to us that theta is nothing but 45 degrees. So now we already know that sin 45 degrees is equal to 1 by root 2. Now based on that, we can find the value of this expression. So 1 by root 2 to the power 6 plus 1 by root 2 to the power 6. So this is 2 times of 1 by 2 cube. So 2 by 8, 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 will be the answer. Now let's see another example last. So sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 2. So based on this, we have to find the value of sec theta. So let's see how this has to be done. So you see, you have to find the value of sec theta. So if you can express tan theta in terms of sec theta, the job is done. So we know that there is an identity which tells us that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So tan theta can be written as tan theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1 whole under root. So now let sec theta be equal to x. So it is given to us that x plus tan theta can be written as root under x square minus 1. So this is equal to 2 and we have to find x because we have supposed sec theta to be equal to x and we are indeed actually trying to find out sec theta. So we have to find the value of x. Now the easiest way is substitute. Let's see that which of the options satisfy. So obviously 5 by 4, 3 by 2 doesn't fit, root 2 doesn't fit, 5 by 2 doesn't fit. So if you choose this to be 5 by 4, this seems to do the job. 5 by 4 plus 25 by 16 minus 1. Is this equal to 2? So 5 by 4 plus 16, 9, 3. So 3 by 4, 8 by 4. Yes, this is equal to 2. So this is the correct answer. 5 by 4 is the correct answer. Okay.